They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brings up second and 11 at the 25-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a second and 11. Now Allen. Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And that's caught inside the 30. A huge play there for Arizona. 47 yards.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
Allen off the play fake. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
I don't care what game it is. Everyone's always looking for an early advantage, an early break, and they almost had one there. That should have been an interception. Nice catch. Just couldn't get his feet down in bounds.
And offensively lucky to have that one back. So now they'll come up on second and 10, once again from the 28.
Check 43.
Now Allen going to throw again. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and all of a sudden here it's third down. Again, it's Allen. And he finds Seals-Jones complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
57, 319. That's going to be a long day. General West.
First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Melvin Gordon with touchdown number 7 on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Blue 58. I'm trying to collect us. Blue 58.
Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 11.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. On play action, Rodgers. He's going to air it out deep for Wood. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one good for 37 yards. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. They're complete. This is Albert Wilson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. They'll stay with Lewis here on first down. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 22, Rodgers. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes this forward for about 6. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
56.
From the 24, Allen. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Switch. Inside.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. This one to Bourne out on the left side. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
130. 150. Recon. 132. Fight.
Here's Rodgers. Over the middle here to Wilson. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. Open man, it's Allen. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2. Rodgers now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. On play action, it's Rodgers. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Allen now looks to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings us one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
2nd down and goal. Rodgers. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Allen to throw. Throwing again. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. 1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rodgers. Oh, he's got a man wide open. Complete. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a 1st down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
Rodgers now 7 of 10 here in this 1st half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Now Lewis here on 1st down. And he'll go down at the 28. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 28.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL.
26. 43.
On second down and 4, Rodgers. And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down, and they may be going backward here. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Rodgers to throw on second down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Buda Baker with a pick. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Hey, Charlie. 58 to Mike, 58.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Allen hit. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, these are going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's second down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Inside.
To throw is Rodgers. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Now Rodgers. Open man is born. And a loose football. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Pass 85, pass 85. 57 to Mike. They want this. Hey, box truck. Hey, check Mike 57, Mike 57. Nice, sweetheart.
From the gun, it's Allen. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. He's got it. Seals Jones, touchdown Cardinals. Ricky Seals-Jones, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals are able to show off their quick strike ability. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board.
There you go. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. 58. Right over there. Right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike. Hey, zoom.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Wilson. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, exit. 58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Hey, 58 is a Mike. Go 58 to the Mike. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Jump out. 58, boy. 58. 58 to Mike. Here we go, D. Get off the field. Hey, Echo.
To throw, it's Rodgers. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the left hash, officially, it's called a 51-yard attempt. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started.
We play to win. Let's go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more.
And now here is another interception. Greedy Williams picks it off, and he'll bring this one back to the 29. Woods, the intended receiver. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the 37-yard
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Hey, let's get this, get this. Switch, switch. Hey, hold.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
58 to Mike. Round 80. Mike. Come on. You better bring regular. Go 58 to Mike. Coming.
Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. He'll find his tight end, Seals Jones. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Finding his way home for the sack that time, Taven Bryan. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Hey, 88. 58 to Mike. Watch twist. Five. Look at this.
Rodgers going to throw. Finding Bourne here over the middle. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Rodgers now to throw. Buying time to his left. And he slides to avoid the hit. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there getting him to first.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
Rodgers now on first down. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Byron Murphy. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. On 2nd and 1, Allen. And he's got it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Christian Kirk, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cards use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Eluding the pressure right. Right side complete. That's Woods. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Tight dog. Get 300. Hey, take 26.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers throwing the out route and complete. That's Wilson. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Rodgers now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
26.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Caught right side, it's Lewis. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it second down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. To throw again on second down. Rodgers got the connection here to Bourne. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the fourth.
Hey, Haywood! 58 to Mike, 58 to Mike.
Rodgers now on first down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Let's go! Let's go! 319! You can't block me! You can't block me!
On first down, Rodgers sets up the screen to Lewis.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. A second down run with Lewis. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick. From the gun on third down, Rodgers. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 13. He's got daylight. He's at the 30. Allen, the intended receiver. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3. At the 20.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Back. Watch. 5 wide. Is that? Look out.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. Sanders' kick is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard.
Check tight.
Here's Rodgers. Wide open receiver complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
Get 300. Get 300.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Wild Bill. 43.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. He's going to launch this thing. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Robert Woods, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead.
You got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late. But they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations.
There goes Melvin Gordon. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Melvin Gordon with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Looking to throw again on second down. Rodgers, Hassan Reddick gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a fourth down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent game. Now they're in fourth and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
56. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me.
Running right, it's a handoff to Gordon. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Tackled by Jordan Willis.
Second and 10 at the Dolphins' 32-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gordon. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
On 3rd down, this is Melvin Gordon. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown.
Touchdown,
Melvin Gordon, 28 yards. And the Cardinals push further out in front.
Well, I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head. But
that's
the
about
virtual
it.
guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play